actually don't know how to pronounce that. Hello, this is DarkElf85 on YouTube, or HektontheMage on PSN, and welcome back to Masquerada, Songs and Shadows. I hope everyone is doing okay. I am stressed. Oh, yeah, it loads up from here, I forgot.
How is he?
His body has stabilized.
And everything else?
He isn't awake yet. I had to give him a mixture of Redsworth and Avondale to stop the seizures.
How long?
The next few minutes. That combination is potent, but it doesn't last very long.
How did you know?
Elena heard you taking one of the horses. She told us, and we followed you to the Sunken Star. I wanted to go.
Oh yeah, that's what happened last Tuesday night.
Needed space.
And the portiere?
We weren't the only ones.
I'm so busy and stressed that I forgot.
Not long after we arrived at the Sunken Star, we saw portiere.
Also, I'm going to talk over this because we saw this last Tuesday. But also,
How did they know?
I wasn't able to, like, normally I would rewatch my video. First of all, I forgot to upload it to YouTube in the playlist. So that now means we're going to have two videos to put on the playlist.
I told you this investigation might bring us to darker places.
And second of all, normally it pops up on my, like, my videos feed on YouTube, but it hasn't done that after Tuesday night. It's weird. Something, they must have updated something on YouTube. Yay, Microsoft. No, I'm sorry. Google. Google. Yeah, it's Google. Sorry. Those two companies are the major ones of the world, controlling everything. But anyway, well, there's also Amazon. I mean, there's.
How do you think we feel?
But the point is, that happened, and so I wasn't able to double check the voice quality. I forgot to mention Tuesday. I did change my. Okay, you know what? Forget this. I did change my microphone.
Bosco.
So that is a thing. We gotta click on these to say that we've read them, because we have. What? Okay. Okay, but yeah, I basically wasn't able to double check the voice quality, so hopefully it was okay. Hopefully that irritating buzzing noise is gone. For some reason, the more expensive made in China microphone has a buzzing ringing sound, but the cheaper made in China microphone does not. I don't get it. But that's what you get when you get one from a discount store and the other one from a regular department store. The overpriced made in China buzzing one is from the department store, which I have another one, so I might have to just get rid of it. I may buy a second and a third, because I have one already. I still have another one. That's the one I'm using right now. The nice thing about the one from the department store is that it's longer, so maybe clip-on microphones would be okay in the USA. I don't know. I've never bought a clip-on microphone in the USA. So, what, Dark? Yeah, no. I wasn't someone who streamed games. I didn't have any way to do that when I was in the USA prior to coming here. For a while since I'm here, I wasn't able to, but anyway. But the major thing, yes, Vasco, what's his name? Vasco, there we go. Vasco is going to have to deal with suffering for a moment. The major issue is that it's, oh, interesting. I kind of was able to twirl in one spot. That's hard to do. Oh no, you just hold up and down, whatever. So the major issue is that it's Friday, my time, KST, and I still haven't heard back from the Academic Affairs team about if I need to cancel my current plane tickets or change dates in my bookings for hotel reservations and whatnot. I haven't heard back from them, and I'm actually kind of annoyed by that. I did see something like that for my changing bank accounts might be still in process from what I saw. But yeah, so today, before I left to do other things, my errands and whatnot, I printed out the different email messages that I've been talking to. So I should have brought them with me so I could go over them. But whatever, I'm gonna go tomorrow, next week sometime during makeup week for holiday classes to chat with them. See, the issue is that I teach, okay, so let me just explain this to you all. I teach 7 classes. Regular week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are 2 classes. Friday I have 1 class. My Monday, Tuesday, Thursday classes are 10:30 in the morning. It's a 10:30 a.m. class to 12:10 p.m. Then the second class is 2:30 p.m. to 4:10 p.m. Every department has lunch hour. So when my class ends, it's lunch hour, basically. And then when my next class starts, they might be back after their lunch break. I mean, it depends. Also, it's in another building across campus. I mean, my campus isn't big, but, you know, it's still annoying. Travel across. And, of course, I need to have lunch before my next class. And then, of course, like any other type of department that's not like a university, you know, like a major department, you know, like auxiliary department or human resource type department, that type of thing, they will usually most people will close maybe at 4:30 or the office work or the student workers might be there until like 4:35. So it all depends. Wednesdays I have off, so I could actually go Wednesday. I mean, I don't think the past few weeks I've had other appointments and stuff, so that's why I really couldn't do anything on Wednesday. So this Wednesday, next week Wednesday, I could possibly do it, because I just will need to do grocery shopping. Yeah. And then Fridays I have 1 class, but then right afterwards I have my acupuncture and massage appointment stuff. Because remember, my arm. I think my arm is, actually I should say my right arm is slightly better, I believe. Now it kind of hurts right now because I had massage and acupuncture and... Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, ever since the one day I mentioned about cupping, I've been getting cupping for some reason all of a sudden now. And I'm just like, it's fine. After the initial suction onto your back, you can the pain kind of goes away. That, or I'm just really sadistic. Well, I am sadistic, but also masochistic. Oh my gosh, it's not that late, but I'm already tired. Because I've been running around today. I had to turn in my insoles, or pay for new insoles for the last time for my shoes because of my stupid flat foot. Not flat feet, flat foot, because Dark only has 1 flat foot, because he's not normal to have 2 flat feet. He's weird and has only 1. Screw you, left foot. You know, the one that didn't get surgery on the knee for ACL reconstruction, because that's on my good foot, the right knee. Anyway, that's the reason why, because anyway, the point is, yeah, so that happened. Yeah, I'm just annoyed by everything, because I'm overwhelmed by, you know, the prospect moving back to the USA, possibly not being able to get back when I want to, or want to, especially if I'm trying to apply for jobs that I'm barely hearing back from, because most of the jobs do an online portal website for faculty positions, and of course I'm in Korea. Fuck the people who work in another country, because they don't have a local phone number. Yeah. I may have to still, even though I did look up phone stuff for a Skype phone. I might still have to do it. But anyway, and I'm probably going to apply for jobs when I get back, and maybe not even get a job until the following semester. And so that's still going to be like 6 months where I'm not working or having to work some crap job while living with my parents as a adult. Yeah. And then, of course, not knowing about my pension crap and not hearing back from my university. That just makes everything special. Needless to say, I'm stressed. And then basically forget my counseling appointment time, even though I knew in the morning on that Wednesday when I was doing other stuff from the other doctor appointment that I knew was going to be at 1 p.m. and then I forgot that I was at 1 and not at 2 p.m. Because of course I would forget, because I'm hungry after that appointment because I didn't have coffee in the morning because that fucking appointment was at 10 a.m. Not my counseling appointment, the other doctor appointment that I had for blood pressure medication. Which he had to recheck my blood pressure when I was in the office because, of course, when I checked it, it was on the crap machine. There's two, and one of them's kind of crap. And that was the one that was free, and yeah. Anyway. And then, of course, if I don't leave in August and I leave in September, I'm going to have less time to find... there's so much crap I'm going to have to do without a job. And then, and even if I were to get a... Okay, I already talked about this, but like, if I were to get a job, most faculty positions that are hiring in the USA start mid-August. And that's like maybe... or mid to late August, depends on where. And that's just for when the semester starts. Who knows when the faculty have to be there. And yeah, me moving in, being jet lagged, not having a car, not having any prospects. God damn. It's so frustrating. Okay, everything will work out, I know, but I'm frustrated. Clearly.
Fosco?
Why are you standing up?
Fosco, listen to me.
Sitting up. Calm down.
Fosco! Can you hear me? If you understand me, nod. Good.
That's a nod?
Calm down. Everything will be alright.
That's what I keep saying to myself, but it doesn't work.
What is it? You can't speak.
Why?
Fosco, stop.
Why? Cicero.
Fosco, please.
Because you use too much of your magic.
No! Why?
You salted.
Salted?
In the ruins. To get us out.
I remember.
How about you write things down? How about writing? Can writing be better than speaking, or is it just the same faculty?
Go.
I'm curious. The Lady 3. Lucia's right. I believe her. I believe that the lady is Dimenticate, that she is of the old world, that she knows more than we do. I cannot run from that any longer. What? Okay, fine. Okay, let's say that's true. Oh yeah, the Fae are Dimenticate. Alright. My worry now does not revolve around the authenticity of Lucia's claim, but rather a response to it. How are we going to fight something that exists on a different plane altogether? Whatever it is, the fact that she has not destroyed us completely, despite her powers, must count for something. Dwelling on this isn't going to bring forth any answers. We must keep looking forward. Alright, and I think this will be under lore. Stop it! Stop it! Game! Why is gameplay up? Get out of here. Magic. Last Codex. My father always used to tell me that all things in the world were fair. I don't believe I have quite come to agree with the sentiment, although, excuse me, dinner's making me burp. Although I do appreciate that he was trying to sweeten our lot in life with his words. I will, however, agree with that point when it comes to power in the world. Always there are consequences to wielding power, losses that come in various forms. It is no different with Mascherines. Despite the abilities that Mascherines bestow, tapping too deeply into the powers of a Masquerine has crippling side effects. There is a threshold that the Vigilists have come to identify, crossing which a Masquerada undergoes a process called salting. What? Okay, yeah, I'm wondering why it's named that. Named so because of how apparently similar the effects are to overdosing on a drug called stone salt. So you get high, right? Okay. The effects differ marginally from case to case, but in general, when a Masquerado salts, their mind is rent and torn apart. Oh, that doesn't sound like going high. I mean, I don't know. I've never been high, so... People in the comments, please tell me below. Oh no, people, tell me in the comments below what it's like to be. I don't. I'm joking. As if I have people who are watching this. No. Anyway, the effects of the mind and few recover enough to continue functioning normally. No victims have ever had the process reversed. What? Okay, Vasco, you're going to be the first, okay? Why exactly we salt is, like many other aspects of the Mascherines, unknown, but the Vigilists have shown that it is possible to, through practice of the media, push back one's salting point. Well, how is he still listed as someone who uses a Masquerine, and I haven't found all his masks, so he's going to have to be casting magic again soon. Right? Right, game? We're not going to transfer his mask to someone else, are we? I have no idea. Wow, that's special. What do you think, Figaro?
Inspectore.
I'm apparently ignoring them all. Even spirits. I do remember.
Where are you going?
Psh, wow. I'm an ass. Can we all agree on this? I'm very confused with the story right now.
What are you doing?
Summoning Fae. That's what he's doing.
Cicero! What is...
My arm, please.
Will you please explain yourself?
Thank you.
Inspectore, what are you...
Quiet, please.
What is he doing?
Shaith. He's creating a Fae.
What's he done?
Amadea, tell it we mean no harm.
My Dementica isn't that...
Try.
Shaishta? Iguan? Tufisgar?
Sen Athavwil, Tugok?
What's it saying?
The words that it's using are more archaic than what I've studied.
Come on, Amadea, you've got more than that.
Rish?
Sen Athavwil, Tugok.
I don't know.
Try harder. Surely there must be something you can...
Why do you call?
You can understand it.
Ask it if it knows about the artifacts.
Vilafis, Treror.
Ega satem.
Ver.
Vel. Vel.
What's it doing?
Lost.
Bosco, we need to find the artifacts.
Ikara, Treror.
Treror. Is.
Does it know where they are?
Ishas?
Legdom dwill. Legdom ifas.
Let me go. Let me see.
It needs to get its bearings again.
We need its word that it will not abandon us.
It's a Fae, Inspectore. You can't trust it.
Yes, we can. Its word.
Havar Gershen, Tuartesh.
So we go from Latin to
On its... on...
Gaelic, right?
On...
Honor.
Yes.
Let it go.
You're insane.
Let it go.
Tudwil.
Melroy. Will.
I hope it knows to keep the shadows.
It will be back.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Vasco.
Good night.
He's
Seriously.
broken.
But he is strong. He will piece himself together, somehow.
And he is also right. It's getting very late.
Too late.
Also,
for
where's
explanation.
everyone
I
sleeping?
have many questions, Inspectore, but
I'll answer them tomorrow.
good. Then, I suppose...
Or is
we
it
should
like-
call it a night.
I get my own room. I was double checking. There could be women go in one, I go in one, men go in.
Something's happened?
And him.
What
Called
is
it
that
in.
about?
Him
I
go
know
in the other
better
one.
than to prize her.
No.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm gonna pray though. She won't, but I will.
It's late. Vint, you can spend the night.
I'm gonna look at it. He's lost. He's not a blue guild member anymore. He's lost his singing tree position. Because he's gay. I mean, Talios. He's too much of a bundle of sticks. Whatever. Anyway. The songstress hates him. Something like that. What? No! Game! Wait, what are we... Why are we showing masks? Oh wait, we've got 4 points? Oh shit. Well, okay, he's got 1. But I forgot, the others have 4. Okay. Oh yeah, because we were in battle and I couldn't do anything. I tried, but yeah. That was it. Let's see. What is this ability again? Stomps the ground. Okay, that's it. Bastion. Bastion! Blazing bulwark. Or judgment. Oh no, I want this. Okay, unstoppable. No, heal. Flint bolt. Stop it. Spontaneity. Okay, that is spontaneity, alright. Blast. I'd rather have that. And then supposedly Vasco is gonna still be able to fight. sonic boom. Alright, wait! Figaro! What are you doing out here? I'm confused. Also, I guess... Oh, he went over here? I thought he went inside. I'm gonna have to see that cutscene again later, but I thought he went inside. Alright, so lay it on us. Story time.
I don't know why she wants to see you.
Okay.
The head matron doesn't summon her people to the Hall of Songs unless it has to do with their legacies.
Yep.
It's the journal, isn't it?
Ah!
Calm down, Cal.
How? I am this close to losing everything.
What are you talking about?
I don't... Orlana has had one goal since Jaxus died. To find out how and why.
And this journal has the details.
And more. Jaxus wanted to tell the world about us. To use the Sail Heart as evidence that we do leave legacies behind. That we deserve our space on the Singing Tree. He was tired of hiding. Of living a lie.
So he was a progressive
being
Democrat.
He asked me if I would stand with him in this.
Progressive gay Democrat.
In
Okay.
fear, I told him that he spoke words of idiocy. That he was being selfish. That night he drank until he could not see reason. I found his body in the back alleys of a tavern the morning after. Tavern owner said he picked the wrong fight.
What?
I'm so sorry.
What the fuck? I'm sorry.
When was this?
It's only been a year. But it feels so much longer.
This is why I don't
In the
drink.
journal.
I wrote in it every day for half a year. About the incident. About what I would have done different. About how much I miss him.
You could claim ignorance. Say that she wrote the entries to frame you.
It won't work.
Why?
He's left-handed.
Jaxus gave me this. It's an embellished Dementicate glyph for the sunset.
The sunset?
Okay, it's a tattoo.
As a symbol of the meeting of two entities
talked
that were
about it in
worlds
the
apart,
journal entry.
sun and sea, and how beautiful they were together.
So he has the
The
sunset,
journal
he
I
has
wrote
the
about
sea.
how he gave me this tattoo
Set.
and what it means. The matron will see through the lie if I tell her the journal was fabricated. She will know. And I will lose everything. I will see you tomorrow.
Just don't you go into a drunken brawl and... Wait, I thought he has to go now. I'm confused. Anyway. Don't go to a... Actually, I don't think he drinks. In fact, I don't think any of the characters drink except this idiot. Except Cicero. Okay, he drank once. And that's why he got drunk. Passed out drunk. He drank too much. No. Don't drink things you don't know what is a concoction of, kids. It's true. Okay, anywho. Codices. Hit the right button, Dark. I swear to goodness, if this last one is that he's dead. Okay, there is little justice in this world. A man in possession of such kindness and compassion should not have been dealt so bitter a hand. Yeah, he shouldn't have been gay. Is that what you're implying? I'm gonna read that first, Cicero. As if the circumstances into which he'd been born haven't been torturous enough in this world. He's had so much taken from him, and now his tattoo, a symbol of love, has been twisted into the very thing that threatens to topple his life. Yet here I stand, unsure about the role I am meant to play in this. I have the option of standing with him, I am close to Mirabas, and I'm certain she will give weight to my opinion, or I will choose to let the world have its way with him, as it's had its way with so many others. You know, Dark, being dark, has a twisted sense of humor and morbid sense of humor, could tie that into being gay, but we're not going to do that because Dark is above that. Well, he explained himself as he's talking in third person because he's tired. So, yes, he's not above if he's going to explain it. Anywho, we're going to continue. After all, is that not fair? So many have suffered in his position before. Why should he be different? Oh, fuck off. Aegis, I can feel my mind scrambling for excuses to simplify the turmoil in my heart. I know what has happened to him is not right. I know he deserves better. But why must I be the one to give that to him? Wait, what? Why are you the one who is doing this? Okay, I'm confused. I feel like I've been in this position before, and I have no love for it in the least. Well, I mean, it's kind of similar to what the other stuff that you had dealt with your brother and with other people, but it is a different thing. I don't know. You just put everything on your shoulders, just like what I do in real life, folks. Okay, Vasco. My entire life thus far has been an attempt to disengage. When I was young, my brother and I kept to the shadows of the streets. We hunted where the other children would not. We stole from the houses that were the targets of no others. This was a choice I made for us, because I believed that the fewer ties we developed with the world around us, the lesser they have to hurt with us. Okay, so are you the older one? Because that sounds like something an older brother would say, not a younger brother. I'm very confused. Because in the previous story, it sounded like he was the younger brother. I don't get it. This game. I could have sworn they said on one of the codices. I'm just too lazy to go through them all because there's too many codices. Okay. And I was right. I spent so much time watching how the children of street gangs were abused and abandoned, cheated and taken advantage of by the very people they'd come to trust. I refused to let that happen to us, and it never did. What's more, how did they not attack you? Anyway, what's more, we earned enough on the side to keep the family afloat. I had no... Whoa, your father was a fucking blacksmith! Okay. I'm sorry. That is a commendable profession, in my opinion. I had no reason to believe that there was anything wrong with the way I'd been living. Well, you also slinking in the streets, I don't know about that. It was a good way. Cyrus was very different. He'd always believed on relying on others for help, on standing as part of a group because there was strength and unity. But I was the older one. Okay, he is older. Okay, I thought that was right. Then why in that one it sounded like he was younger and Cyrus was older? It's just weird. When talking about then. I'm confused. But anyhow, we did things my way. Psh, I'm the oldest in my family. Things went my way? Naga, please. It usually went to the youngest. Anywho, things never really changed for me, even as I matured. When I joined the Portieri, I made few friends and even fewer enemies. As an inspectore, there weren't that many of us to begin with, and our lives revolved around independent axes. When the other inspectores and I had to pick assignments, I'd rarely ever chosen diplomatic ones. My forte had always been solitary investigation, in killing. Instead of immersing myself in society, I chose to surround myself in shadow to keep the ties I had with the world around me thin. If only there was a magic ability using shadow. Alas, I don't think that... Wait, there is one, isn't there? Psh, I didn't get a choice for that. No, there isn't, because there's only... It's like... It was wind, fire, water, earth, heart. No, is there a fifth one? I think there was only 4, yeah. No, there is light and dark. I don't think that was a choice, though. I don't remember. Okay, where was I? Let me think. It was habit. It kept me from being accountable for things in the chaotic world that were beyond my control, until now. Perhaps living this way for so long has fostered in me the belief that it might have been possible for me to divorce myself from the world. I would be my own person, independent and free from responsibility. It was a coward's lie. A coward who was too afraid to face the weight of the truth that it was an impossibility. I love people! I want to be around people! That's kind of me. Like, I want to be by myself, but in the end I get really depressed and emo, and I'm like, I really need friends. That... tangent, and also a dark story. So today when I went to my insole appointment, I was telling them about how I was leaving. I will be going back to the USA. And before you think, wow, Dark, your Korean has got to... No, one of them can speak English somewhat okay. So, no. I wish it was the former, but it's the latter. Yeah, she asked me why I was, leaving. Like, what made me decide to leave? And, it's mainly I do miss family and friends. I mean, yes, I have some friends here, but, like, I'm not near them. For the most part, they're either in Daejeon or in Seoul or wherever. And a lot of my other friends that I made while in Gwangju moved on, or they went back to the USA for other... I mean, there's reasons behind all of it, but yeah. So, yeah, I still have some family and friends. And then just also, mainly, another key component is, okay, if I were to stay in Korea until the retirement age, 65, okay, I'm going to have to go back to the USA. And then what? Because Dark's not going to get married. And based off of Cowden's experience, yeah, Korea doesn't really recognize... there's no such thing as gay marriage in Korea. Technically, there's nothing against the law on it, but there's nothing that will be supporting it in the law. That is why Korea doesn't have an anti-discrimination type policy, and for some reason the UN doesn't kick out Korea. They're supposed to, honestly, because they get harassed by the UN about it, because every country that's in that whatever group, whichever part of the UN, has an not all of them, but whatever certain section, there's an anti-discrimination policy. Like, technically, you could be discriminated against for whatever reason in Korea. Now, there are civil rights agencies and groups, but technically there is no anti-discrimination law on the books in Korea. And it's mainly because of religious groups in power and in, politics who don't want it, mainly because if that becomes a thing, that's going to include LGBT minorities and other minorities and other issues. And they don't want that, so. But going back to that, so I wouldn't be able to get married, so I'm going to go back to the USA, and then what? I have nothing built up in the USA as a 65-year-old man. Well, person. I'm saying man because I am a man. But yeah, I have nothing built up. So, okay, I'll just live off of whatever pension I have? That's not a lot. Not when I don't have other things built up. Or people, So that's the thing. I just want to have things set up. I say this as I'm stressing out about going back and the prospects I have, but that's because that's how I think. I'm sure, things will turn out fine, or things will work well in the end. But I don't see it. I don't have it planned out. I'm a planner, and if I can't plan those things out, I get frustrated and I get really anxious, which is what's happening. Trust me, I'm going to be worse off come before I leave. Actually, I'm going to have to stop. Actually, would I be able to stream the day before I leave? Probably, because I just packed the system into my luggage. But anyway, but yeah, so those are the reasons. So I'm just relating to this description here about being by yourself, and it sucks, and not really wanting to. I don't know if that's where he's going with this description, but that's where I'm going with it, because, yeah, Dark can think how he wants with that. But yeah, so that's true. That's the truth. Going back. Anyway, okay, let's continue off of this tangent. Where the hell was it? It's not the next paragraph. I think it's the last sentence. Responsibility. It was a coward's lie. A coward who was too afraid to face the weight of the truth that it wasn't. Okay, I did read that. It's the next paragraph. Sorry. We breathe the air of the world, eat the fruits of its trees, step on its earths and soils. By those immutable facts, we impact the world, no matter how deep a hole we try to isolate ourselves in. We are accountable for the influence that we have on those around us, no matter if it was inflicted by our design or by uncontrollable circumstance. Vasco salted for me. That's actually capitalized? Oh, I didn't realize that. I don't know why or what he was thinking, but he did, and now I am forced to reckon with my actions. Going to Lucia, trying to keep my ties with these people, with these friends of mine, I dare call them, as thin as possible was okay, hold on. There's a lot of dashes. Going to Lucia, trying to keep my ties with these people, with these friends of mine, I dare call them, as thin as possible was foolish. Okay. Sorry, I just got sidetracked by the dash, because it's hard for me when I see the commas if they're periods or not, and then, I mean, there are some typos, but I mean, it's been few and far between, to be quite honest, but it's hard for me to see some of this just because of how, yeah, it's just hard. It's the commas and the periods. But Dark, if you had a bigger TV, shut the F up. And if they could just program their freaking games properly. Alright, let's see. I'd spend time around these people. Had fostered with them some sort of connection, no matter how deep. Did I truly think that I could erase that simply by running away? Oh, is that what he was trying to do? Okay, I was so confused. I mean, I couldn't really follow the logic. No, I couldn't follow it. No. Okay, anyway. It cannot be clearer to me now that my attempt at cutting them out of my life, for both their sakes and mine, has only inflicted has inflicted bitter wounds upon us all. Wounds that, most frustratingly, weren't even necessary. How much longer can I run? How many more people around me will I have to hurt before I learn that cowardice damns us all? This must stop. I cannot afford to run anymore. For the sake of those around me, for them, I must commit. I don't know what else I can do for Vasco as reparation, but this is a good start. What? Going back to Lucia and finally admitting that, yes, let the lady take me and warp my mind. Because, is that what you're implying now? Because, stop being a douchebag. Or a dum-dum or an idiot or whatever. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, wait, hold on. Dang it, it's not highlighted. Meow, meow. Oh, wait, there's something else I have. The stone we found in Razitof's office has led... No, sorry. The Fae has been created. I have sent it out to find us our next lead, and I am certain it will return. It has been a while since I penned in detail our exploits, but the weight of a heavy heart is not confined to the breast. I now must make the attempt at recording all that has passed. Lucia is the herald, and she believes that a Fae called the Lady has the ability to lead the city in order to defend it against another cataclysm. I do not know enough about the cataclysm to be so quickly convinced. However, in fact, it seems more likely that is a lie fed to her by the Lady in order to frighten her into action. The powers of the Lady are impressive. They led Lucia to the heart, one of the Treor. I forget how to pronounce that. I know not how or when it came into her possession, but surely it was the Lady that brought her to it. Though I know it plays a role in the creation of Mascherines, being a Mascherine of itself. How do the three that are the ones that create Mascherines become Mascherines themselves? Whatever. I know not exactly what that role is. I am certain, however, that it hasn't much power on its own. If it did, Lucia would have demonstrated it. What better way to convince me of its capacity? The fact that she did not is enough for me to believe that her possession of the artifact hasn't created an insurmountable power gap. Though the Lady is clearly powerful, I am uncertain she is all that Lucia makes her out to be. The Lady promised Lucia that she had a plan for me. Doubtless it was that I would see her logic and aid her in her conquest, but the fact that I am here, chronicling this, proves that the Lady is not all-knowing. She does not have the world bending to her will, and that should give us enough hope. Also, another bridge has been drawn that is sure to change the world as we see it. Previously, we had established that the Mascherines were once dimenticate. We established that the mists were an essential component of the Fae. Now we learn that the mists of Ombre are the remnants of the Mascherines that dissipate, I don't think that's a word. If it is, yay! If it's not, it's me creating words, as always. Dissipate upon their wearer's death. Mascherines are of the same essence as Fae, the souls of the Dementicate. That's so creepy. We're walking around in mist. No, we're walking around in dead fog, basically. Okay. I have given the Fae instructions to find the rest of the Treor. Oh, that's what he did? Oh, I think it was to find the Lady and spy on them, or find Lucia and spy on her. Okay. Oh yeah, because he was asking about if he knew where it was. Okay. Or if it knew where it was. Too many it's. It makes me uncomfortable that all we can do now is wait for its return, but we must not forget to rest while we can. Yeah, except now the Lady's going to control it, and they're like, yes, tell her where the other one is. Yes, so I can find them all. Or have Lucia take the other Treor. Unfortunately, that prospect seems slim. What with Vince's arrival and the news she's brought. Well, also, how about Vasco being salted? Gosh. Anyway. Yeah, pen that, you motherfucker. Wait, who's that? Okay, Kitty, how can you just warp back and forth? You are such a weird cat. Is that one of the twins? I think it's one of the twins.
He told me what happened with Jaxus.
Oh no, it's her.
Good.
In just the span of over a year, he's lost two of the most important people in his life. Now his legacy is in jeopardy as well.
Pardon my language, sir, but damn it, he doesn't deserve this. He's already got enough on his plate with the world looking at people like him the way they do. It's not fair.
You shouldn't be drinking. It'll worry him.
What are you gonna do, sir?
What do you mean?
Stand up for him is what I mean. You're not gonna let him go through that, are you?
Stand up for... Do you know what that means?
It means that you'll be there for him.
It means that I'll be defying the Hall of Songs. This is the way people like him have been treated for ages.
So you believe that it's right to bring it to him?
Oh!
Of course not.
Then you'll stand up for him.
It's not that simple.
I don't see why not.
I'm just one man.
So what? Who cares if you're one man or 100? You believe in something, you fight for it. Simple. And you believe in Cal, don't you?
You don't know what you're saying.
I'm too young, so I don't matter, is that it?
No, Vin, please.
I hope you enjoyed your drink, sir.
I didn't know I was drinking other than that gulp, I guess, but that was weird. Also, to be fair, it's not like you were treated fairly. You decided to not do anything, I guess not turn in your brother. So, you know, you were exiled. So why do you have anything for them? You know, and you're being used in multiple schemes as an inspectory reactivated. So, and now you're not, but you are? It's kind of weird. So, yeah, you're still being used. So why do you care for them? Can you explain that to me? Anyway. As an inspectory, I'm all too familiar with thorough analysis and thoughtful consideration. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, excuse me, folks. I'm sorry. It was the soda. It was actually the soda. I had ginger ale tonic 0. I don't know why it's ginger ale tonic. I think they added the word tonic because ale is alcohol and this is a soda. Because it's Canadian, it's Canada Dry as ginger ale. I swear that's why they add tonic. But then they've added tonic in front of certain drinks that are like tonic water, and I'm like, that's not water. No, that's okay. Yeah, tangent. That's something I saw recently. It was like tonic water with black tea. I mean, there was 0 calories, but I was like, that's not water. There's black tea with it. That's not. My mind hurts. It hurts. So that bothered me. But yeah. But I drank some ginger ale and cherry. It's literally called Cherry Coke, but it's the no brand E-Mart's. E-Mart's one of its brands. It's the Cherry Cola, but it's literally called Cherry Coke. I should take a picture of it. Well, I don't have a Discord account for myself or a website or anything, but yeah, I need to take a picture of it and send it to some people on their Discord account so they can see, like, see, Cherry Coke. I'm drinking Cherry Coke. It's not cherry. They finally actually have Cherry Cola a little bit. It's in some places. It's the 0 sugar version, but it's like new. I'm like, it's funny you say new because you all don't like Korea has certain flavors for certain drinks that they will have constantly. Same as certain like food items and things. So, and most stores, when something becomes popular, it'll become popular everywhere. It's ridiculous, or a fad. But yeah, so when I see new Cherry Cola, I'm like, no, it just took you forever and a fucking day to have a Cherry Cola. And no brand had a Cherry Cola version. So, and when I could see it, I'm like, I could buy 1 bottle of no brand Cherry Cola for 581. Is it 581 or is it the 981? Regardless, it's under $1. Whereas 1 Cherry Coke is like 2,200. Well, right now it's a 1+1, buy one get one free because it's new. But like that's like, okay, it would still be maybe 2 if it's 981 per bottle. But regardless, I'm like, when that stops becoming a deal, it's still cheaper to buy the no brand cherry cola. I mean, it doesn't taste the same. But then again, no sugar in a cola doesn't taste the same as sugar with cola. But anyway, I don't even know if either of them have caffeine in them. Does zero sugar sodas still have caffeine? Because I can't tell because it's all in Korean and I don't know the word for caffeine. If it's like caffeine or something, Hangul or Korean phonetic pronunciation in the English, I don't know. I don't know if they have their own word for caffeine. Alright, why did I mention that? What triggered me... that's a horrible word. What caused me to say that? Because I burped. That was it. And I was talking about my drinks. Okay. Think and think and think again is what we were taught to do. Nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Always look beneath the surface. Always second guess and doubt. In the haze of advocated contemplation, you can understand how easy it would be to forget that sometimes the best solution to a situation might be the most straightforward. The cluster of consideration can sometimes be the enemy of action. Think for too long or too hard, and you end up paralyzed. Sometimes it is better to just do. I believe that is one of the few lessons in life that needn't be learned as it were. As children, all we do is act. Rarely do we ever stop to think. But instead is a lesson that needs to be protected against the overwhelming maelstrom of knowledge and thought that comes with age. Every once in a while, we need a reminder to pull our heads out from the clouds. I was thinking pull our heads out from our asses. That is what I was thinking. Okay. From the clouds and simply act. And this time, my reminder has come in the form of a young girl with more wisdom than I'd first anticipated. You cats need to go to bed. Yeah, you heard me. Actually, no, we finally saw that room where Vasco was. It has one room. So where the hell are these other people sleeping? This must lead to more rooms. Okay, that has to be it. But still, that doesn't explain where the other three people, because there's only two. Okay, whatever. I overthink this, but it bothers me. It does bother me.
Herald, this will hurt.
Just get it over with.
What the fuck?
Is that the last of them?
Yes, Herald. Though, if I might say, the next time you want to heal yourself so rapidly, it would be wise to set the bones right first.
I was under dozens of feet of stone. That tends to complicate healing.
You're right. I apologize. It was quick thinking. Quite likely saved your life.
Dismissed.
For the lady.
You said he would listen.
And he did.
Then why is he not here with me?
It is part of the plan.
She actually talks to something.
They did not fall into the grander scheme of things.
How could they not? You have told me what we need to do. Unite the city, repair the broken Medea. How does the Barati not accomplish that?
You would not understand.
Then help me too. Help me understand why you brought me to such power, only to strip me of it.
The next piece is in their hands, and they needed help before they acted.
In their hands.
The gears are turning. The rivers are flowing. In time, you will see, my child. But till then, You must have faith.
Yes, my lady.
Does anyone else actually see the glowing orb of yellow light that is the lady, or what's the term for something that represents someone else? Whatever. Gee, I wonder if the game is telling me to go over there. But yeah. Seriously. Is this the next morning?
Odd time for reading.
I didn't want to wake the others.
Okay, it
You?
is morning.
Just,
Sunrise.
thinking. So, you did buy it in the end.
It's a good book. I'm reading about how our people in the Second Canticle still feared the Mascherines.
I suppose you would be interested in that, wouldn't you?
What do you mean?
It's testament to how knowledge can change the world. The moment you understand the power of something, how it works, what it can do, the way you use it, the way it shapes the world, changes.
And here I was thinking that you hated history.
Oh, I do. Just, not the lessons you could get from it.
Fair. Fair. What? Have I got something on my face?
God, just bang
No,
already.
it's just, the others were right. You are quite different.
If I might be honest,
I'd like nothing else.
when we realized that you weren't with us in the Golden Canvas, I was scared.
How thoughtful.
The last time I felt that way was when I woke up in the Whispering Streets, after what happened in the White Spire.
When you could have helped Invidious.
Yes. It's the fear of losing something that matters. And I dealt with it 5 years ago by thinking that it would be better never to have anything to lose than risk losing it all.
Not completely wrong.
No, but Lysandra. For 5 years, I had the opportunity to be a part of something that was important to me. I denied myself of it, and now I know how much more painful that is. I don't want to do it again.
Still, though, you've changed pretty quickly.
Cicero, I don't think you know how much effort it takes to be mean.
You going to stay out?
I'd like to read a little more, yes.
All right. Good night, then.
Wait,
You finished your thinking?
Now
it's
I have.
still night?
Yes.
Good night, Cicero.
I'm so confused. Where were these people located? I'm so confused. I thought we all went to... Oh wait, maybe this is the next day, nighttime. Because we are waiting. So that might be it. Okay, that might be it. Alright, that makes more logical sense. There was just not an indication of that. I don't know why I'm getting worked up. I think I'm just... I guess ever since we found out who the Herald is, I feel like the game is kind of drifting in what it wants to do next, so I'm kind of frustrated by that. That and of course my day and my week. That's so, yeah. Alright. And the process is complete. A wonder to behold, truly. But drastically the woman has changed. She has proven herself in possession of strength I had not anticipated. She has recovered from the grief far more quickly than I would have guessed possible. But now the yoke of her history has slipped off her shoulders, and her sights are set forward. She has stepped out of the fire, purged of the poison of her past, which, in its wake, has left her with a valuable lesson. Regret, despite its softer bark, will prove to be far beastlier a burden than the pain of loss. So try. Recognize that fear is the pernicious? My phone is charging, so I can't look it up. Pernicious seed Yeah, it's 2 eyes. Pernicious seed of regret. And let it not stop you from trying, from doing. If only I had learned that lesson all those years ago, I believe my life would have turned out rather differently. Anyone else out here? Where do they put the carriage? That's what I want to know. Because it's usually just chilling out here. I want some water. Figaro's not out here.
Calden?
Oh, he got
Please.
stripped.
Stay out of this.
What is this?
A solution.
What is he doing? He's gonna take the tattoo off.
Oiled cloth.
He's gonna burn his tattoo off.
Calden, what are you doing?
I've thought about it. Zelia cannot know. I will not let her take the Sail Heart from me, or Raz's legacy. She cannot know the truth.
Calden, do not be foolish. Talk to me, please.
I'm sorry, Cicero.
Calden, stop! Calden!
Oh, he wasn't looking at the mask.
Give it back to me.
Put down the flame.
I will do it with or without the Masquerine. How much of my arm will be left after is up to you.
Don't you put that on me!
Don't do this!
What else am I
Fuck
supposed
you.
to do? Allow them to take everything I have from me?
Burning your tattoo away is going to solve nothing!
It will invalidate the journal. I will mend my flesh, clean out Jax's room, and there will be nothing they can use against me.
You will lose everything you have of him, Calden!
I lose either way! At least this will protect the children and my brother's legacy. Razitof, Jax's. They both would have wanted this.
You know that's not true! This needs to stop, Calden. Don't let their deaths be in vain.
Vant, get your butt down here so you can smack some sense into him. God damn it. Oh great, now my hand. Now I get a hand burn. So this is magic fire.
You damn fool.
Let me see it.
So I could transfer it onto my...
Good.
Tides take you. What were you thinking?
You don't deserve to do this to yourself. No one does.
What about the Sail Heart, the children?
Okay, so you need to
Razitof's chime. Let
bang
them take
already.
my song. I don't care.
He needs to bang with everyone. Well, I don't know about everyone.
He should not pay for my wrongs.
There is no wrong to even speak of. If they
There's only
want to
2
take the
people
Sail
that
Heart and your
have
brother's
some
legacy,
sort of relationship that seems
let them
bangable.
try. Between you and me, I think we can take them on. Vince said a sticky little thing last night. But if you believe in something, you fight for it.
The kitty's like, you fool,
raised her well,
don't burn your arm.
I didn't do it alone.
See, I thought he came back already, but maybe it is the same night.
We won't have to let them know. We'll go to the Hall of Songs first, settle this issue with Zelia and Orlana, and then we'll come back.
Then it is your turn to tell us everything, yes?
It is. Now,
Leaving already?
Not this time, boys.
the two of you should be resting. The Fae hasn't come back yet.
And let Calden deal with this by himself.
What?
Please, Mariner. You were screaming last night. I really thought no one else would hear.
No, you woke the whole house up.
Surprise.
And Vasco?
Yes? Vasco?
His metal is impressive.
What's going on?
He woke me up before dawn, asked for my help.
To what?
To speak.
And?
Not perfect. Mind muddled. Languages floating. But better.
I gave him drugs.
Vasco,
No. Now is the mariner's time. To share...
Yeah, he's speaking ancient Vendicate for some reason.
Thank you.
Besides, your personal life is your own, as long as it doesn't get in the way of the investigation.
And since the investigation is waiting for the return of our supernatural friend...
I don't believe this.
This world, not always hopeless.
I guess not.
come on.
Oh, you make me feel bad for Vasco. I mean, Vasco, is kind of sad. But now he doesn't sound like a smartass. He sounds like someone you need to protect. It's annoying. Wait, now we get to talk with everyone? Interesting. Oh no! Okay, so he might not die, but he's going to be able to still be in the Tree of Songs or the Song List or whatever the fuck it's called. There comes a point in time when a choice must be made. It's safe to think that we can pass through our lives without standing for something, and for a long time that's what I did. I thought that perhaps I might be able to walk the ever-narrowing path between factions, between beliefs, between ideals, for the sake of my safety and those who I cared about. I thought that perhaps, by never choosing to fight for something, I'd be safe. After all, if I didn't stand with it, I wouldn't fall with it either. And that was fine until the world in which I live reminded me that it doesn't operate quite so simply. Until it said, fuck you, we'll show you what happens when you don't pick a side. It is a fool's errand to think that one might be able to call oneself independent of belief. Well, given history and given about how much philosophy and stuff has been penned, yes, you could argue that's not really possible. But whatever. Anyway, to say that they invest their faith in nothing is idiosyncratic. In putting forth that statement, they have proclaimed their belief in it to be true. They have faith in its authenticity, even if nothing else. Therefore, it has been, by its nature, defied. Okay, see that? Okay, that explanation does make logical sense. So, it is with the choices we make in our lives. To deny the responsibility of making a choice. I was saying it like that because the top of that paragraph was cut off, so that's why. To deny the responsibility of making a choice is a choice in and of itself. It is willful ignorance. It is the choice to stand by and watch the world pass or burn, and we are responsible for the choices we make, whether they be the choice to incite civil war or the choice to subscribe to inaction. But yet, even as I form those thoughts in my head, I know they simplify the reality of the situation. We are not merely responsible for our choices, we are our choices. We are what we choose to be. And I will not allow my cowardice, my fear of fighting, or of losing to define me. You don't have a fear of fighting. You have a fear of dying. There's a difference. Okay, anyway. I have done it before, and I have caused suffering not only for myself, but for too many others, and I will not do it again. Calden, if ever you find this, know that I am eternally grateful that you entered my life, for you brought with you a lesson I will never forget. You taught me how to believe again. Thank you. I almost thought it said, you taught me how to love again. That would be funny. But anyway. Alright, and then Vasco. He'll be his witty self later. I am surprised that he still remains with us after all that has happened. Is his lust for power, for the artifacts, truly that strong? Somehow I find that conviction insufficient to justify his actions, both prior and present. When we were in the Sunken Star, he'd said to me that he'd not abandon me again. There in his eyes I saw an apology. I saw grief and remorse, but not their roots. What had he done that warranted such a confession? Dude, you know why. You even indicated it prior. What secrets of ours must he have divulged? And what had he gained in the process? Again, I have no answers, but I find that that bothers me less than it should. He saved my life. If he had ratted us out, I don't believe I'd be able to hold that against him in the light of his recent actions. Alright, time to talk with people.
I'd like to thank you, Marshal, for being so accepting of the Mariner.
It isn't so much a feat as you describe it.
I beg to differ. Supporting Italios isn't quite the most orthodox action.
The Lucca aren't known for standing up for what is orthodox, Inspectore. We're known to stand up for what's right.
Justice.
Another verse from the Bright Chorus?
No. My father, this time.
They're wise words. I only wish more people listened to them these days.
We should be getting ready, Inspectore.
Of course.
And somehow I'm going to have a long paragraph to talk to you. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that makes sense. Again, she displays confusing behaviors, standing up for Contadani despite the circumstances. That is not something a Lucca who follows so strictly the ways of their guild would do. In fact, that is an act I'd be less surprised to find endorsed by the Bright Chorus. The more I observe the choices she makes, the more I realize how much about her I have yet to understand. She's like her father. I mean, she cares for the true essence of justice, where you stand up for what is right, regardless of what opposition or what is the moral, the moray, the norm, or what is written in law. It's justice in and of itself, which doesn't necessarily follow. It's not a right or wrong compass. It's just it's its own thing. Wait, who is he sitting next? Is that? I thought that was the. This looks like the wife.
Quite eventful these days.
No, it is. Okay, that's.
First our poor friend Salts, and now we learn that another is Talios. You've always been a magnet for the dramatic, you know.
You don't have to tell me twice. Do thank Lavia for me, if you get the chance. It's sweet of her, taking care of Vasco like that.
What can I say? Your friends are our friends, Cicero.
Even the Mariner?
I was from Rune, Cicero. Our customs are rather different over there. Besides, if there's one thing living in this city does to people, it's open minds. You don't survive long in a world of fire and ice with such narrow vision.
Oh, you'd be surprised. It was nice, what you did for Calden.
He's gone through
Old
enough.
friends.
It would be awful to make things any harder for him.
Silver trophy.
Do you have something else on your mind? You sound a little distracted.
Well, I do, actually.
Is you gonna kiss
that
me?
bay that you created last night. How?
Oh.
Kyrie's explained it all to us.
No, I meant the Scythe. What were you thinking of? What did you use?
It's not the shortest story. Are you certain you want to hear it?
We're gonna
I'm
fade
sure
to black.
There a little time.
When I was younger,
Nope.
I had been Contadani. I had always thought the portieri guards that patrolled the spire had the ripest purses. I haunted the streets around it like a spectre. Me and my fruit knife.
You? A cut purse?
I did not learn all my skills from the registry, no. One day, I got caught, and the portieri dragged me by my heels up the grand stairs. When we came to the top, I had my breath taken from me. Sprawled out before me was the city that I had hated for cursing me and my family with poverty. But at that moment, from that vantage point, it suddenly seemed beautiful. The guards turned to me and asked me what I was doing. I turned to them and said, I want to be a portiere.
They laughed
What
at
did
me.
they do then?
They laughed
Cut
at
me
me.
over the back of my head.
No, they didn't.
I woke up in a cell, told my story to the Valencio at the time, and the rest is a story of history.
And you used that?
That moment at the top of the stairs, looking out at the city. I was remembering the wonderment, the drive to make it better, the awe at its beauty, the curiosity at its secrets. And then that Fae materialized.
I see. Thank you for sharing.
Come on, let's get ready.
So you gotta think of memories when you when you create a Fae. Also, you must have to have been touched by something in order to do it. Because you can't just tell me anyone with, like, strong memories can, like, pop up a Fae. Also, I thought it's only possible more if there was mist around, and yet we did it through blood, which kind of contradicts with that comment about Fae, or mist.
1.
1.
Again. 1.
1.
2.
2.
3.
3.
Again. 3.
The veil!
It's all right. Let's try that again, from the beginning. 1.
He's already outside. He's probably outside. But I'm gonna check, just in case there's something up here. Nopers! There's an unattended fire upstairs. Alright. Um... There we go, we'll do that.
Where to, sir?
The Hall of Songs, please.
I think this time I'm gonna bring her, because I feel like having her voice might be important. This is when I would save before doing this. If this was a game that allowed you to save whenever. Yeah, I think she would be a strong choice. I say this, but who knows? I don't know! Okay, yes. I'll be right back, folks. Also, no commentary from any of these people. Wowzers. Had to make sure to close my window. Hold on, let me check battery power. I don't trust that. I'm gonna put some charge in. But I had to close my window to the laundry nook. Well, no, the window in the laundry nook, which is a huge window. That whole wall that faces the outside in the laundry area, that's all window. Well, okay. It's not a floor to ceiling window like so okay, let me erase that. It's mostly a tall window, but it goes to like maybe the wall goes from the floor to your to my, at least, waist, about. Maybe it's a little bit higher. I don't remember for sure. It's a tall window, though, regardless. But yeah, I have to close it because it's going to start raining tonight into Saturday, or through Saturday. Although it's supposed to be a lighter chance in the afternoon. But I'm going to shut it because I don't trust it. I don't know how. I didn't pay attention to how strong. When I see rain or snow or anything, I look at percentages of how the chance. I don't really think about how much. Percentage I can see and I can gauge. But seeing a number, like a point whatever number, throws me off, and I don't really know what that means. I mean, I kind of understand what it means, but yeah. All right. Oh boy. Actually, before we go in, okay, is there anything else around here to check? I'm sorry. Okay, I see why that tree popped up. When there's no one around there, it goes back up, I see. When there's someone walking underneath you, they make it lighter because you're walking underneath it. Except not this one. This one doesn't count, oddly enough. Any comment? No. Okay. Alright.
Cicero. If things do not go well inside,
I will not abandon you.
It's not that. I need you to know how grateful I am for everything that you've already done.
We'll be fine, Calden.
Ah! Hurry up, please, Calden. Everyone's walking through. Ah! I love how this game deals with collision. What collision? You just walk through people.
And this is his brother's?
Yes, head matron. I spoke with Mirabas after Calden had visited the hall some days ago. She told me that his brother had intended this for him.
He rarely spoke of this brother of his.
Of course. His family likely was too ashamed to call him their blood. Their chimes would be in jeopardy.
As they are in your hands?
Ah, Calden. It's a pleasure to see you.
Likewise, head matron.
And Inspectore Gavar, it's been a while.
Head matron?
Now, Mariner, you are aware of the reason you have been called here?
I have my suspicions.
Your sleeve, then, if you will.
Matron, if I might have a...
Your sleeve, Calden.
Where's the burn mark?
There, matron. It is true.
What is true? Exactly.
Matron, I spoke of this earlier. That tattoo is proof that...
That what? Answer me precisely, if you would.
What do you mean?
Calden has a tattoo. And I do not see anything unusual about art on the skin.
But that tattoo is evidence that he deserves to be punished.
For what? Precisely.
He is Talios.
And is that my business, or is it his?
You are defending him.
As a matron should, for her own people.
This is against the laws of society.
Society governs those laws, songstress. And as the leader of a large part of that society, I choose to stand by this man.
This? No.
Orlana! Calden!
Celia.
I will call for Mira Boss.
Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna go out to the crest. Okay, please don't punch her and kill her.
Orlana, please.
Oh,
Stay
you're
back.
with me.
Please,
Is she gonna
Orlana,
commit
put the
suicide? Because I
chime
swear to
down.
God.
Do not tell me what to do, beast! You corrupted my brother!
Listen to me, please!
How did you defile his mind?
I did not!
He defiled mine!
You must have fed him something, given him some poison to turn him into a beast like you.
I did no such thing.
He was my brother, and you took him away from me. I loved him.
As did I.
You speak of poisons and defilement and treachery. The truth is far simpler. I loved him.
But you took him away from me. You took away my brother and replaced him with something else.
That is not true. He was always the same romantic, sentimental man that you grew up with. This doesn't change that. If there is a reason to be angry at me, it is because I was a coward. It was because of my fear of being honest about who I was, about what we were, that stopped me from giving him the support that he needed. When he needed it the most, I shouldn't have abandoned him. But I did. And I am sorry.
Sorry isn't going to bring my brother back.
Orlana!
Something is wrong.
Whoa!
Calden, the chime!
How did we put our mask up all of a sudden? Look at our masks
Cicero!
up. They got their masks up. What the fuck?
Matron, she was hit hard.
Oh no, she dead.
She will require extensive healing. Her pulse is barely there. I must take her down now, or she will not survive.
Go, Zelia. We'll handle this.
Forget that Mirror Boss is the head of the songstresses.
Something is wrong. It is never this aggressive. What happened?
Orlana tried to feed it the chime, but it attacked her.
Attacked her? Ages. It's out of control. And the chime?
It took it.
Then it's feeding off the song. We need to kill it. We cannot afford to let it remain like this.
Whoa, we're gonna kill the
chime.
The song tree?
If we are quick enough, the song might survive. Sisters, prepare yourselves.
Do we have
I
singing
hope you're
background?
ready, Cicero.
As I'll ever be.
Now, Cicero.
Let's go! Kachigoyo! Magiator? Magiator. Alright. Go, my spirit! Oh, wait, wait, what? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, go, squirrel, go! Ow. Oh, I might need to help them. I see, it just stuns them. It just stuns them. The Abyss Gaze is back. The chime!
No!
No! Shit.
No.
Let his brothers chime for him. Gosh, Keldon's just getting smacked around left and right. Gosh darn it.
Thank you, Cicero. That Fae, Aegis knows what happened to it.
I've always wondered why you songstresses wanted to keep people out.
That isn't the reason. For all the centuries the singing tree has been here, it's never acted like
So it's always been a Fae.
Oh.
Huh.
What are you thinking?
Something is happening. Something that we cannot see. That is on a level beyond us. It frightens me to wonder what it might be.
Indeed.
But it is settled.
The world
at
is
least
changing.
for now. As for other matters...
He's a good man, Mirabas. Saved Orlana when he could have saved the song.
And now that song is gone forever.
You will consider my request, though?
Society will not change, even if I do this, Cicero.
I'm not asking for it to. But please, even you can tell that he is deserving of better.
Perhaps I am being blinded by tradition, but I suppose I can do this. As a favor to him for saving the life of my songstress, even if she might not have been quite so generous.
Thank you, Mirabas.
I will tend to it now. I'll be back shortly.
How are you feeling?
The head matron has decided to leave the sail heart in my care. There's great consolation in that.
Keldon, will you face me, please? Why? Tell me, Keldon. Please.
It's not worth a life. Jax has taught me that.
When I went to the Sailheart, there were children there. Did they call Jax as their father?
They do.
Could I meet them?
Of course.
That would be nice. I think I'll see you around.
I know it's not Razitof, but...
Take your heart, take my hand. I will lead you through storm and fire. The blood may thin, the bow may break, but our cradle will e'er be shared. The wound will heal, the songs will ring, and soon again will your spirit sing. Take my heart, take your hand. I await you in promised land.
All right, big man.
I was worried that he would be singing. I was like, God damn. Freaking Cicero was singing. Not the head matron. Or not the head songstress. Why was my party... Why was Tiziana with them? Anyway. Change is not something that comes easily to people. Okay, so... I remember hearing crap when they did something like this Dragon Age Inquisition. What's his face? The gay guy. Well, technically, well, no, some of the others are bi. But the mage, what's his face? I'm forgetting his name right now. But people were complaining about, oh my gosh, it's another like coming out, blah blah blah, or being his whole main story stick is because he's gay, blah blah blah, and it's like, for some people, doesn't matter what time period in present time sense, not everyone has an A-OK hunky-dory, you can be whatever sexuality. So it's like, fuck off, people. Also, he's technically more than that, but because we have other things, I mean, so you could justify. But regardless, yes, the majority of this thing is about being that. And one could argue that the other characters really don't have a major arc. I mean, Contadani has one mainly because he's been there since the start of your investigation for the most part, so why not? But at the same time, it's like, so what? That be something to explore and be a character arc. Oh no. Coming from someone who's gay. Oh no. And I would just be clear, on my time period of growing up, and then also being in Korea, which compounds other things and matters. Fuck off. I enjoyed his story arc. Why can't I remember his goddamn name? I'm near my phone now. Let me look him up. Oh, my phone's 100% charged. Go figure. Sometimes it charges quickly. I mean, granted, I was doing it was a few hours when I plugged it in, but still. What's his freaking name? They're gonna talk about the new Dragon Age when I type in Dragon Age. Dragon Hill, Red Dragon Arts. What the fuck that is? Dragon Dogma 2. I forgot Dragon Dogma. Dragon's Dogma. Wait, it's not Dragon's Dogma 2, it's Dragon Dogma? That's weird. Oh, Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Dreadwolf, that must be the last one. Dragon Age Inquisition. What is this guy's darn name? 2014, Jesus. Why is Dragon Age Inquisition so hard? Because it's best difficulty? What the fuck? Okay. Characters. Companions, sure. What is this goddamn name? Best companions, number of companions, strongest companions. That's like a best. That doesn't help. Number of companions. That doesn't help. 9 companions. What are their names? Who is the best to side? The mages. I always said with the mages. Oh wait, do I? Yep, because I believe in that. Vivian, no you can't. Yeah, you can't romance Vivian. And die? I don't know what that is offhand. Can you flirt with Morgan? I don't think you can. Oh, you can flirt with her at the ball? Well, you know, if she had a child with the warden or in a relationship, flirting would be a kind of, well, awkward. That's funny. One of my characters she had a child. That's why she ran off, because I wouldn't do. Wait, hold on. No, she didn't. I did the nasty with her. That's how we had the child. Duh, because that character was a male. She ran off with one of my female wardens because I wouldn't get. No, yeah, I didn't have. Because I made that character fall in love with what's his face, the Grey Warden. Well, they were all Grey Wardens, but the other Grey Warden, he died, and so he didn't become king. And anyway, you sleep with Morgan and romance Liliana. Jesus, people. Can you have a baby with Morgan? No. Also, why am I not finding the names of the characters of Dragon Age Inquisition? There we go. damn it, just give me the Wikipedia. Alright, come on. Where are the character names? Companions. Cassandra. Varric. Oh, jeez. It's been a while since I've looked at Solus. Oh, why do you have to be such horrible? Sarah. Vivian. The Iron Bull. Black Wall. Is he last? Dorian. Dave. Actually, no. Cole is last. Of course, Cole is last. Okay. Oh, finally. Darian. Dorian. Not Darian. Wow, wrong guy. Dorian Gray. Jesus. But anyway. Okay. I couldn't remember. But yeah. Anywho. Yeah, people made us think about that. I'm just like, fuck off. Let them do whatever they want. Not everyone's gonna like all stories. Do you think I care for a majority of RPG story arcs prior to, like, the 2000s? And because that's when they actually had more gay stuff that isn't just like some, you know, like, stereotypical gay character? I mean, there was some in the early 2000s, but, you know, later 2000, you know, starting in the basically in the 2000s, more gay characters popped up more as more than just cliche, you know. Come on now, you think I cared? You really want my character to be in love with some woman all the time? No, not really. Oh, if you have a deep relationship, if you have a relationship system and it's of the same sex, oh, they're just friends. It's like, fuck off. Yeah. Or whatever. Seriously. So, yeah, you can go up yourself. Anyway, what was my point? The point is, let them do whatever they want for their characters and story mechanics. There we go. Okay. Orlana Corvale. Change is not something that comes easily to people. I do not speak specifically of the citizens of Umber, but of our kind in general. There is resistance initially, much like how the butterfly must first struggle to emerge from its cocoon, but once that period of turmoil has passed, the lives of those involved are changed, and often as drastically as the difficulties are difficult. How does that relate to a butterfly and cocoon? Okay, whatever. I mean, cute analogy, but what? Certainly, not all changes are for the better in this world, and many of those that are quite easily undone. But on the rare occasion when witness is born to permanent good change, the excruciation that precipitated the metamorphosis can hardly be described as ill-fated. Mirabas was right when she said that you could hear a smile. I hadn't completely understood what she meant when she said that, but listening to Orlana now, I think I do. Oh. Mangiator. Long have the songstresses kept mum about the fae that resides at the tip of the singing tree. Certainly it is in records somewhere, but few ever speak of it. The songstresses have a method of clearing out the songs from chimes, so new ones can take their place. This fae must have been it. And then we killed it. Yay! So was it because of the songs, or was it because of whatever ill fate of the catastrophe that's to come? Or was it because it was an ill intention? Oh, who knows? We will never know because we killed it! Okay. Apparently fae is a plural noun in this game. That's what it sounds like. There's too much. Okay, first of all, are there any more things on the side here? No? Good. Also, how many more points did we get? I think we only got 2. We got 3. And I'll hold off on that. But can you only get a maximum of... Can you get 5? I don't remember. Whatever. 8th Canticle. The here and now. Wait, no, it's 7th Canticle. The 7th Canticle, Coin and Kin. The 7th Canticle lasted for, okay, no, we're in the 8th Canticle, okay. Lasted for 15 Mesra, 289 through 348 IL, and with the cutting off of Ombrians from the Randagia that wished to move to the city came the drawing of the first line of distinction that was to shape the nation in the decades to come. With most of the Masquerada residing in the city, the gap between the Masquerada and the Contadani began to widen, mirroring the segregation that the city experienced from the Randagia. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Without any external threats to defend themselves against and unify the Masquerada, the restless power of Ombre began turning on itself, and feuds between the guilds began to erupt. The registry could do much. I'm just double checking if that's where I got. Okay. Could do little to control the guilds because at this time they had already lost much of their influence over the city with the wards that they'd given to the guilds now threatening their own territories. The Cassiatore were fashioned in 299 IL to fend off Masquerada, who saw the Randagia as land to be claimed instead of a part of the same nation. There were great numbers of Contadani that suffered because of the feuds between the Masquerada, and this allowed Contadani resentment toward the Masquerada to fester. The event that broke the reservation of the Contadani was the execution of Tamara de Race, a woman who organized a group of vigilante Contadani who worked at the docks that would secretly pilfer their cargo of wealthy merchants and distribute them to the poor in an attempt to close the widening disparity between the rich and the poor. Her execution sparked the festering resentment that the Contadani harbored, and inspired them to pick up arms and began a revolution. Thus began the Bright War in 347 IL and the ending of the 7th Canticle. The 8th Canticle is the Canticle that we find ourselves in presently. It is currently in its 15th Mesra, having begun in 349 IL, and many suspect that the songstresses are waiting for the end of the War of Bearings to declare the end of the Canticle. The Bright War ended in 352 IL, having lasted 5 years, but the songstresses did not deem the Canticle over, for the end of the war was not seen as a critical point in the Song of Ages, of the Ages. Instead of attitudes toward the Contadani becoming better after the war, they worsened. Wow! The Contadani were viewed as the cause of death of so many Masquerada and fueled the scorn held by them. That's screwed up. The lingering dissent and unsolved issues between the Masquerada and the Contadani escalated over the years and came to head with my brother's rebellion against the White Spire 5 years ago. So yeah, this would be the Canticle of Wars, basically. That's what it's gonna be. Alright. Chigayo. Oh, looks like to click on the right spot. Could we simply just walk out of a door? Maybe, but let's just do load sections. I don't know, people do whatever they want in their games. Oh!
Rise, my brethren. It is found.
Oh, god damn it. The second one? So the second treasure was found? We are going to look for the third one, I guess.
Is your face all right?
Figaro.
Since we left the hall.
Meow.
It's just all my life I've lived in fear, and now You've changed my life.
True colors
I didn't do
shining.
it. You showed me that even in a city of secrets and shadows,
Don't
the
be
truth has a place in
afraid.
our hearts and is worth fighting for.
Sorry.
I know the city isn't going to change because of what we've done, and the Hall of Songs probably isn't going to sail to different winds overnight. But you've made a difference, Cicero. In my life, at least. Know that.
I think I might have needed this ordeal as much as you.
Come on.
Because I'm truly
Let's see if our
Talios
friend
too.
is back.
That's Dark Shipment, but he's probably just gonna go after Amadea. That's Amadea. Sorry, however she's pronounced. Let's be real. Figaro, come on, Kichigayo. I'm gonna be quitting soon, folks, because it's over 2 hours. New chapter each.
Tower. It's not sharp with spires. It's more of a tall...
Actually, we might stop here after
What's going on?
Keep going. Salting. I can't believe I hadn't seen this earlier.
You've lost me.
He was
It the key
speaking
to
the other
understanding
language.
Utica. Adaran Vamas, the first man who salted and retained a portion of his mind, could, during his lucid moments, read, write, and speak Dementica, just like Vasco.
Dementica.
He was the cornerstone upon which all research into the language was based.
What are you saying?
Turn up
I'm saying it's a bridge. Salting connects the two souls, the two minds, the two spirits, or whatever you want to call them.
The
And
mask
it
and
happens
the
when we use the Mascherines' powers too
Masquerine
strongly,
and the
tap
wearer.
too deeply into another soul.
So they're connected?
Exactly. And now, all the stories of the past are at our fingertips. Imagine all that we could learn now that we understand this
Let's all get salted! Whoa!
So what's the poor bloodling done to deserve this?
Vasco's claimed that he's had a few memories that seem to have been left over by the Dementicate, who'd been his Masquerine. He thinks he can see what the city might have looked like. We're trying to replicate it.
Remember, bulbous.
I think I've got it.
And that's it?
Let me see. What does it look like?
Big
I
pair of tits.
don't quite know what to make of it.
Vasco.
I can make out a long tower over there, but...
That's a
Amadea,
penis.
that's not a
It's a
tower.
penis.
That's a man, with his trousers down. That's his...
Vasco!
She's gonna slap you.
Will you please take this seriously?
I only see vague images. Nalior, not enough for anything substantial.
I suppose it was worth a try. Rotten swine, you.
Well, now that everything's settled down, we've kept our questions in the shadows for long enough.
About the sunken star. Right. You'd best sit down.
First we learn that Mascherines are Dementicate, and now you're telling me that they're Fae as well.
It makes sense. The increase in the mists in the recent years corresponds with the destruction of the hundreds of Mascherines in the War of Bearings.
This is incredulous, Inspectore. The Fae have been around since time immemorial, and no one has managed to learn where they've come from.
Until now. Think about it, Marshal. Mascherines and Fae. Two things that have existed before the city was even built. Is it really so surprising that they're related?
And Lucia was led by one of them?
Is. If I could get out of there alive, I'm certain she made it through as well. But, yes. She's being led by a Fae they call the Lady. Being Dementicate, she has knowledge of the world that we haven't even glimpsed.
You said she's trying to stop another cataclysm from occurring.
She mentioned something about uniting the city, bringing the artifacts together. She handed me some scrolls about Dementicate history to read, but I haven't had the time.
Well, now we do.
Reading! Yeah!
It's not a long record. It explains the downfall of their civilization. In summary, The single event that served as the pivot for the success of their empire was a civil war.
Of course.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
What was this war about?
The artifacts. For a long time, they were used by the Dimenticate to push the boundaries of their empire.
Which supports what we found at the Conoscenza.
But it couldn't last forever.
Not with the way the artifacts worked.
Calden!
The way they worked? Inspectore.
I'm sorry, Marshal. The artifacts were what were responsible for turning the souls of the Dimenticate into Mascherines. They created the Dimenticate's power.
And everyone knows this?
Marshal, I wanted to tell you.
Carry on.
Tiziana.
Stop wasting my time. How did the Dimenticate fall?
When the artifacts were received by the Dimenticate, they initially sacrificed their prisoners to create the Mascherines. When their empire expanded, they began to turn to ordinary men and women instead.
Oh, that's fucked up.
As you can imagine, that did not end well.
Yeah.
Uprisings?
Not that it was good
Exactly.
for prisoners, but...
Their empire was cleaved in two. Those who wanted to continue using the artifacts, and those that demanded that they be kept away, saying that it cost them too much.
Okay, got it.
Well, the artifacts are nowhere to be found, so I assume the latter faction won.
Correct. And that is when their empire began to crumble. Without the powers of the artifacts, they couldn't stand against the chaos of the world.
Chaos?
It isn't explained exactly what it was, but I think it is safe to assume that it's related to the Cataclysm.
If these scrolls don't mention what the Cataclysm is, then why does Lucia believe another is in store for us?
I don't know. But what I do know is that she believes that she needs to unite the city, and she intends to do that by overthrowing the registry.
Oh.
Just on time.
Kadek?
Sam Bel Ya.
Harish?
Sam Bel Ya.
The Assemblia.
It wants us to go to the Altus.
The Misted Isles.
Ah, of course.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
The Misted Isles. A set of monuments left behind by the Dimenticate. The Altus built the Assemblia around it to keep people out. Vasco, what's on these monuments that it wants us to see? Can it just tell us what's on it?
Avar?
Don Sivnia. Santa. Atavar.
No. They're guarded, and he doesn't remember precisely. But he promises they're important.
It's all right. At least now we have a lead.
Tiziana should go with you. The relationship between the Altus and the Luca is the strongest of all between the Semora. It might help ease our way in.
Well...
Uh-oh.
Do I smell hesitation?
Fine.
Uh-oh.
Better get ready then.
Uh-oh. Something's not up. It's because something with her and her father, I bet. Okay, we're gonna end it there, folks. What is gonna happen when we go to the Misted Isles, to the assault? Wow, Assaultus. Can I even remember what it was? I'm trying not to say Atlas. That's Atlas. That's what I'm trying not to say. But yeah, I'll read the notes next time. It probably, I don't know where it's gonna pick up, but anywho, well, we're gonna end it here. This has been DarkElf85 on YouTube, or HektontheMage here on PSN. And this has once again been... Don't know why I said it like that, I'm tired. Masquerada. Well, because it's singing and... Wow, no, Songs and Shadows. Masquerada just means mask or masquerade. Well, it means dancing, but anyway. Maybe Arada means music. I don't know. I didn't look up to see if any of these words actually are from language, from real world language, not just made up. Because I tend to not do that, even though... Anywho. Actually, I might be playing Sunday. I didn't chat with my sister, mainly because after this week, because this week is weird coming up, because I think I mentioned it, but it's going to be makeup week, Bokan Gigan, because you know, no holiday in Korea relating to education is truly a holiday. You have days off because of Children's Day, Buddha's birthday, or this past Thursday, Memorial Day, or yesterday. No, you get to make that up during Bogon Gigon. You only get that as a holiday when you're not in education as a student or as an educator. That's how I see it in Korea. But anywho, because of that, it's Monday through Monday, which means we end, like I think I said, we end the semester on the 24th. So the 10th is Monday class. The 11th, Tuesday, is a Monday class because there were 2 holidays. Wednesday is a Wednesday class, so that's my day off because I don't teach on Wednesday classes. I don't teach on Wednesday. Thursday is a Thursday class to make up yesterday, the 6th. Friday is a Wednesday class. Yeah, so the days of the week match basically correspond. So like Wednesday can overlap on Monday or, well no, Wednesday can overlap on Friday, Monday can overlap or on Tuesday. And then the 17th, Monday, is also a Wednesday class because there was 3 holidays. So apparently Wednesday classes overlap on Mondays and Fridays. So basically for me, that means I have Wednesday off on the 12th, and then I've got a 4-day weekend. I've got the 14th through the 17th because I don't have, so I don't teach on Monday the 17th. I'll probably still go in because of office hours. I should go in because of office hours on Wednesday, Monday and Wednesday that week. Well, obviously Monday and Tuesday and Thursday. Well, because of those, I will probably have office hours during final exam. Well, it's final exam, so technically it would be different, but I might still do them. I should go in on Monday anyway because that could be a kickoff to cleaning my office out or starting to clean my office out. I packed away stuff. And I have to figure out a way to peel off, what is it? The Scotch Brite, like, not the stuff that you put to hold up a hook, like the sticky stuff, not that type, but it's the one that you stick on the wall and you stick on the back of an item and you can, like, Velcro it on. That type of backing to stick on the wall and stuff, or like on surfaces. I have to peel that off of a painted wall somehow. And let me tell you, I don't think it's going to work well because I've had stuff up on the wall for many years and then get the gooey, like not silly putty, sticky putty, but like sticky stuff too. I have to get that off the wall as well. Yeah. And some other stuff that's still up there. But, because I didn't pack them, because I'm like, there's no point. So, yeah, I gotta start clearing some stuff out, and I might as well do it. I can also vacuum. I might as well do it on Monday during the 17th. Bogon Gigon, because I have nothing better to do. But that, I might be able to play games with her one of those days. I don't know what her weekdays are on a Friday or Monday look like. But, yeah. But anyway, or maybe I'll be playing Saturday on that day. But I think this weekend I'm just going to focus on grading and finishing up or applying. I did get word back from a school that I'm thinking of applying to. Probably won't get it, but hey, when it's a school that does not have an online portal, they'll actually get back to me, oddly enough. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. One school didn't. I never heard back. But I found out from this particular school that my email did go into the spam folder. So maybe the other person put it in the spam folder and I didn't really clarify whatever. So I don't know. I just never heard back and that was kind of annoying. And then, yeah. But this one I did hear back from some, because I was confused by something in the application and it got clarified, so I'm gonna wrap that up probably this weekend. Okay, anywho, I thank you all for joining me. I already said this, didn't I? Yes, I did, because I was sing-songy. Dark doesn't remember. Okay, but yeah, I hope you all have a very good rest of the day, night, or anywhere in between. Stay safe out there, folks, and goodbye. Hopefully I'll remember to upload these 2 videos now, Tuesdays and today's, into the playlist on YouTube. Alright, goodbye, folks.